Good morning, guys. This is Shri here. Today I came up with a topic about parenting. So, first I will read a story here to help you understand. Then I will give you an explanation about the story so that you will have a greater insight into what the story is actually about. So, the story goes like this. Listen, son, as I am saying this, as you lie asleep, one little paw crumbled under your cheek, and the blonde curls stickily wet on your damp forehead. I have stolen into your room alone. Just a few minutes ago, as I sat reading my paper in the library, a sniffling wave of remorse swept over me. Guiltily, I came to your bedside. There are things I was thinking. Son, I had been cross to you. I scolded you as you were dressing for school because you gave your face merely a dab with a towel. I took you to task for not cleaning your shoes. I called out angrily when you threw some of your things on the floor. At breakfast, I found fault too. You spilled things. You gulped down your food. You put your elbows on the table. You spread butter too thick on your bread. As you started off to play, and as I made for my train, you turned and waved a hand and called out, "Goodbye, Daddy." And I frowned and said in reply, "Hold your shoulders back." Then it all began all over again late in the afternoon. As I came up the road, I spied you down on your knees playing marbles. There were holes in your stockings. I humiliated you before your friends by marching you ahead of me to the house. Stockings were expensive, and if you had to buy them, you would be more careful. Imagine that, son, from a father. Do you remember later when I was reading in the library how you came in timidly with a sort of hurt look in your eyes when I glanced up at you over my paper? Impatient at the interruption, you hesitated at the door. "What is it you want?" I snapped. You said nothing, but ran across and threw your arms around my neck and kissed me, and your small arms tightened with affection that God set blooming in your heart, which neglect even could not wither. And then you are gone, panting up the stairs. Well, son, it was shortly afterwards that my paper slipped from my hands, and a terrible, sickening fear came over me. What has habit been doing to me? The habit of finding fault, of reprimanding. This was my reward to you for being a boy. It was not that I did not love you. It was that I expected too much of youth. I was measuring you by the yardstick of my own years. And there was so much that was good and fine and true in your character. The little heart of you was as big as the dawn itself over the wild hills. This was shown by your spontaneous impulse to rush in and kiss me good night. Nothing else matters. Tonight, son, I have come to your bedside in the darkness, and I had knelt there ashamed. It's a feeble atonement. I know you will not understand these things if I told you this during the waking hours. But tomorrow I will be a real daddy. I will chum with you and suffer when you suffer and laugh when you laugh. I will bite my tongue when impatient words come to me. I will keep saying as if it was a ritual, "He is nothing but a little boy, a little boy." I am afraid I have visualized you as a man, yet I see you now crumbled and weary in your coat. I see that you are still a baby. Yesterday you were in your mother's arms, your head resting on her shoulders. I have asked too much, son, too much. So, this is the story written by the author, and it is an eye opener to all the parents because, as a parent, when I was a child, and when most of us were children, we had this kind of treatment from most of us has had this kind of treatment from our parents. Lucky few had parents who were friendly with them, but like most of us, even I had a very strict dad who expected a lot from me. My dad expected me to be a grown up woman, not as a child. And I don't blame my parents for that because maybe they were not aware of the situation. But today, the situation has changed. We are being aware of all these things. So, the story in small words is like this: dad expected a lot from his young child, and he always scolded him. He always found fault with his son whenever he did small mistake, like instead of washing his face, just dabbing his face, eating too soon, and not polishing his shoes. It is small things which could have been, could have been could go unnoticed, but this dad always was strict and reprimanded his son for that. And when it says, like, when he said goodbye to his dad, the dad said, hold your shoulders back, walk properly. When the dad came back in the afternoon, he saw his son playing, kneeling down, and there were holes in his stockings. And the dad made him march in front of his friends back to the house and scolded him. Then later in the night, when the dad was reading newspaper, the son came and the dad angrily asked, "What do you want?" And the son, with hurt in his eyes, came, hugged the dad, and said good night and went up. So suddenly the realization hit him like a wave, and remorse started coming to him. And he realized that fact at that point of time. No, my God, what have I done? He's a little boy. Yesterday he was a small baby in his mother's arms, resting his head on her shoulders. And what did I expect from him? I treated him as a man. I treated him the way my parents treated me. I was wrong all this while. Suddenly the realization struck the father. And the father went, knelt down near his bedside, and from his heart he said sorry, and he promised his son that, I'm so sorry, son. From tomorrow, I'll treat you like a small boy. I will laugh with you when you laugh, and feel the pain when you are hurt. And whenever I want to scold you, I'll bite my tongue. And always I will remember the fact that you are a little boy. So, what via this video, what I want to tell to my audience is, we all have kids. Most of us have kids. So, please treat your kids according to his or her age. Don't treat them like adults. Let them have their childhood. Let them live their childhood. Let them experience. If they are teenagers, let them live through that. Let them realize the fact that they are having a life. Be their friend. Yes, you can be strict on them at some, but not always. Be a friend. More than a parent, be a friend. Try to understand the emotions of children through their mindset. Love them, appreciate them. When they do good things, appreciate it. When they do mistakes, reprimand them. But again, understand the fact that that might be one among all the other things which the kid has done. Or 100 things might be right and one might be wrong. So yeah, you can reprimand them. You can scold them. But then leave it there. Move with them. Be happy with them. Be happy for them. Laugh with them, play with them, because these years are not going to come back. And trust me, parents out there, when you are very friendly with your kids, when you treat them like kids, when you treat them according to their age, they will also start respecting you more. They will appreciate you more. They will be happy. They will be very happy to have a parent like you in your life than having a very strict parent. So please guys, please, if this video has impacted you in any way, and if you decide that, if you are a strict parent, and if you decide that you're going to give a thought on how to behave with children after watching my video, I'll be very grateful. That's it for today guys. Bye. Thank you.